St. Lucia, good morning. I hope you're feeling fantastic today. Thank you again for tuning in. You are watching This Morning here on DBS. I'm your host, Sheila Mendes, and my special guest today is Pamela Robinson, who is a St. Lucian doing some amazing things here. She's actually a transformational speaker, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about that. So, Pamela, first of all, thank you so much for being with us. How are you today?
I am wonderful.
Great.
And it is a pleasure being here.
Well, listen, your colors alone are vibrant, so I'm loving that already. Anything vibrant is always for me. So she just goes well with our set today.
Thank you.
Now, you are a transformational speaker, which is a term that's, I think, is a little new to us here in St. Lucia. Right. What is the difference? Because there is a difference between transformational and motivational speakers. So can you enlighten us on that?
Okay. In St. Lucia, I normally say I am a motivational speaker. However, my purpose, my calling is I'm really a transformational speaker. And the difference is motivation, you motivate someone for just a few minutes, a few hours, so you create a hype. When you try to inspire others, you're inspiring others, it's a process. So it takes a little longer for the hype to really ease off. When you're a transformational speaker, you're helping change lives, you're helping transform lives to become better. So hence I decided to go around by being a transformational speaker because I want to be the change I want to see in the world and not just create a hype for a few seconds or just a few hours.
Okay, well, I love that because that's something I actually say quite often, you know, that people complain about certain things.
Right.
And even when I would complain, one day I had that realization that, you know what, hey, I don't like this, I don't like how this makes me feel, so we have to try to be the change that we'd like to see in the world. So I absolutely agree with you there.
That's important.
Now, how did you discover your calling? How did you get into transformational speaking? Where did it begin for you, I should say?
Great question. I am originally from the community of Fosse Jacques Souffre. And of course, being raised in such a community, you're not blessed with everything. And my mom, who of course inspires me because she's a joy to be around, pretty much did her best. However, I am always striving for the best. I'm always full of ambition, full of life. I always believe there is something else. And having moved over or migrated to Castries, of course it is always a struggle. And me being a transformational speaker or motivational speaker, as someone may identify me as, there are always hurdles in the way. And I always say it's not what we go through, it's how we deal with what we go through.
So now one other thing though, you were personally trained by Les Brown. Now St. Lucia, I know you know Les Brown, and of course that's one of the world's leading motivational speakers.
Correct.
So how was that experience?
To be honest, it was indeed an amazing moment. When I first saw this man walking in this room, it was a week of training where he would sit with you, aspiring speakers, and of course allowing you or helping you to live your dreams, which is what I am here for, to help St. Lucians realize their dreams and to live their dreams. And it was indeed a very wonderful time just being around him, listening to his stories. And of course, you're inspired by his stories, just listening to him. I listen to Les Brown every single day. I think my 14-year-old is pretty much fed up with me right now. We're driving to school and we're listening to his tapes. And believe you me, what we listen to really can change our thinking.
So now I know you have an event coming up very soon, St. Lucia. I'm sure you're going to be interested in that. So can you give us the details about that?
Sure. This event will be a life-changing event. This event will be under the theme Journey with a Purpose, to help St. Lucians realize their dreams, release their fears, and just be what you want to be in this world. It will be at the Pigeon Island National Landmark on December 10th, and will start from 12 p.m. There will be lots of giveaways, lots of door prizes, and I am encouraging St. Lucians, especially our young people, to come out, come and, you know, just realize there are so many things that one can do. We all have dreams that most of us do not live. And I always pose the question, do you know one of the richest places on earth? And people will be, oh, the bank, because of course, you know, that's where you have the transaction of money. But really, I believe the richest place on earth is in a cemetery, because many persons die without living those dreams that they actually, you know, they thought they could have. They had the potential, but they went to their graves with it. And I need to reach out to St. Lucians in whatever way, shape, form, size, age. They need to know that there is power within them. And this event will allow them to just realize there is so much more to this life that they can do. And we have several sponsors already, the likes of JP Services, the St. Lucia National Trust, Chef Coco, The Dresser, and some of these sponsors are entrepreneurs, people living their dreams. So I will advise St. Lucians to come out, come and, you know, see what's in store for them.
Great. And tickets are $60, correct?
That's correct.
Great. Now, how can St. Lucia follow this event as well as follow you and what you're doing?
Well, I am very active on social media, pretty much all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I use the name Pamela M. Robinson because I am my own product, I am my own brand. So if you were to just Google Pamela M. Robinson, my name will pop up. I have several videos on YouTube right now, and they're all inspirational videos.
All right, fantastic. So St. Lucia, there you have it, the amazing Pamela Robinson, again, St. Lucian born, and of course doing some amazing things. So make sure you check out the event coming up on the 10th of December and follow her. So if you want to continue to be inspired and make that transformation in your life, make sure you touch base with her. It was definitely a pleasure interviewing Pamela today. And of course, for everybody who's interested in being part of her seminar, please note that all the proceeds will be going towards purchasing of clothing and food items for distribution in needy communities. So we'll be right back. St. Lucia, good morning. I'm so happy that you're waking up here with us. Of course, you are tuned into This Morning here on DBS Your Leader with me, your host, Sheila Mendes. Now today we're going to get into a bit of the carnival talk, and if anybody's like me, you'll know I love my carnival. So it's going to be something very interesting today, and I have a very special guest. I have Dr. Vijay Ramlal Rai, who is actually the director of the Caribbean Carnival Commission, correct?
Sure.
Great. Well, thank you first of all so
Sure.
much for being here. How are you today?
Well, I'm very fine, but I'm fine. The thing is, it's a lovely island to be back. I've been here a couple of times.
Oh, nice. Well, we're
Yes,
happy to have you back, and of course,
Mhm.
first time being here on the morning show, so it's going to be
Mhm.
our pleasure to have you on. Now, we're talking about Carnival. We have the Caribbean Carnival Commission.
Mm.
So, let St. Lucia know exactly what
What
the
is it
commission
about?
is about.
Sorry. Well, first of all, the Caribbean Carnival Commission is an organization that myself and one of your colleagues, I think you know him, Grandel Sinclair of
Oh,
St. Lucia.
definitely.
We were pioneers in establishing the commission because there's a carnival literally in every Caribbean country.
Very true.
So there isn't a coordinating body as such.
Mhm.
Each carnival country, each country has their own committee and that
Mhm.
kind of thing. Sorry, we've formed this body, and it's still working. It's a work in motion because we are still gelling with the proposals of the commission, and we're expanding as we go along. The commission was formed as an idea to act as a coordinating organization and a link
Mhm.
with all the Caribbean carnivals, to do many things. But the most important one that we've started off with, or we are working on right now, and that's why I'm here in St. Lucia today, is the first ever Caribbean Carnival Commission. The first
The
ever
con-
Caribbean Carnival Conference.
Okay, nice.
Right? And that is to have a 2-day conference on Carnival so that many things will come out of that conference. It's going to be a networking of the artists, it's going to
Mhm.
be involved with the products of Carnival, it's going to be involved as Carnival as a business,
Right.
it's going to be involved with commerce in terms of how people benefit from Carnival, what is Carnival, and so on and so forth. But most importantly, the byproduct of that conference will be the establishment of a Caribbean Carnival Championship.
Oh, nice.
Right. What that is basically is that, as you know, in all the countries we have national competitions,
Mm-hmm.
and all the winners of those competitions, the highest they reach is their national level. So we've decided to create the Caribbean Carnival Championship, so that once you win locally, you automatically, part of your prize is to represent your country at the Caribbean level. So a Calypso King, Queen, Masquerader, Steel Band, and so on, the champions go up to another level.
So I'm very excited about this because I love Carnival, but especially for that, lately there's been the debate on the transition and how Carnival has been growing. Most people are saying, well, now you find traditional mass, like the true spirit of it is being lost because, everybody's going to, manufactured costumes, etc.
Beads
But
and bikini.
yes, but in my opinion, I think there's a place for everybody.
Correct. I hit it on the head.
And there's still for that, like even if we look at Trinidad, a lot of the bands now, if you look at it, they're fusing still that spirit of mass with the costumes now and still going into that storytelling. And with Carnival, I think it's just a great way for us as Caribbean people, an expression of our culture. Now, since you're the director, I just want to pick your brain though on that idea. Where do you see the future of Carnival going for us here as Caribbean people?
And that is exactly one of the topics in the conference.
I think
So
I
you
was
see
in your
the
meeting.
future yeah, so that is exactly the kind of things the conference will be discussing. But as you rightly said earlier, there are different elements now that Carnival has gravitated to. The beads and bikini has a space. The creative aspect with the authentic costumes, they have their space, and possibly the in between, the
Yes, it's true.
mix match of them. So
And I'm seeing that now too.
we conceived Carnival to be, when I was much younger, you didn't see so much beads and bikini. It was more clothes and costume. Now you don't have much of that. But people are now bringing those bands back.
Yes.
For
it's true.
instance, in Trinidad, we have a very, very famous band leader, McFarlane, right? And he was out of it for a couple of years. He's coming back in Carnival next year. And his whole costuming is clothes. It's got to be clothes right through. So that's the kind of aspect. And people wait to see that. They
Yes.
want to see what they portray, But there's also people who wait to see the bands that more or less have nothing on,
Right.
But not as bad as Brazil. But I mean,
It's true.
But so there's room for it. There's the contemporary carnival costumes and the authentic carnival costumes.
Yes.
So those are going to be different categories in the Caribbean Carnival Championships when we develop the championships after the conference.
Great. Well, St. Lucia, listen, this gives us a lot to look forward to. And of course, we'll stay posted on exactly how this unfolds. And, like I said, each island, and you said it too, each island has their own form of carnival
Yeah.
and still something distinct to their culture. So it's just our form of representing. And again, I want to thank you so much for being here with us. And you know what, St. Lucia, keep an eye out and airs out. We'll keep you posted on all the actions and the update as this unfolds. So thank you again
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you.
We'll be back. All right, St. Lucia. Now, yesterday I did promise you that we'd have the follow-up of the action of the actual fashion show segment for the Glam Fashion Show. So listen, without holding you back any longer, watch, look, enjoy. right, so that was the action that if you weren't there, this is what you missed out on. It was a fantastic show. And of course, this brings us to the end of our show today. So listen, on a positive note, just make sure you remember that you are awesome, you are amazing, and you are enough. So go out today and just be the best version of yourself that you can be. And hey, make sure you come back right here, DBS, your leader, and tune into This Morning tomorrow. So I'll see you next time.